it's hard to really just go against dude. But like from a skill standpoint, I would say just because of he's trickier. Like he tricky, he gonna catch you with some shit that you don't see. So
if you got one eye, you can see that. But there's some dangers that I see around Boots. He's got 35 professional fights. He's a fighter who stays in the gym, right? So you first hear that, you like, well, that's what you want, right? You want your fighter to be a gym rat. Yes and no. Too much of anything is not a good thing. You can leave a lot of your best moments in the gym.
Hey, Boots, you gonna be in trouble, B. Oh, you gonna be in, I'm telling you right now. Xander Zayas got a cold ass team. Yeah. Oh yeah, Javier, remember, Javier was the first one to beat damn Teofimo Lopez. Yeah, with Cambosis. Think about that. He beat.
say don't always be looking for the knockout boxing. So you know, he a good boxer. I think when he kind of was landing the big shots, he was kind of letting it come to him.
When Zayas said to Top Rank, I want to fight Boots, they went, what? And they went, no. And he went, I want him. See, he was the guy that made this fight.
So you think they try to dissuade him?
No, I would.
So have you ever dissuaded any of your fighters from taking a certain fight?
No, because, well, off the top of my head, I don't know, but probably. But I'll give you an example. Anthony Joshua against Alexander Usyk, right? We had all the belts apart from one. And the WBO called the mandatory, which was Alexander Usyk. Now, I would never want to put the doubt into a fighter's mind and don't take this fight, don't take the fight. But I'm looking at this going, like, don't forget, at the time, Usyk wasn't the star he is now, right? I'm looking at it and going, AJ, you can sell 60,000, 70,000 for fighting anybody. Do you want to fight this guy? And he goes, yeah, because I'm not vacating my belt and I want to become undisputed. So I have to fight. And I'm like, okay, right? Then he beats him and then we got the rematch clause. And what do you think? Should we? No, I want a rematch. Right? And you can't overrule a fighter in that respect. You have to let them
age that they would like to see him in there with a Jaron Boots Ennis maybe 2-3 fights from now would have probably made a difference. What do you think?
I've seen fighters in the past, you know, young age, you know, do big things. So you never know. I think, you know, I know Boots will beat him, but I'm just speaking on the past, you know, talking about what that person just said. You know, he's 23 years old. God damn. You know? Mm-hmm. He been in the game long enough to take a chance.
How about this? Is this the when Canelo fought Floyd type of situation for Xander?
Canelo, no, it's the type. I'm going way back when Aaron Pryor fought 20-year-old Warren.
Everything you thought you knew about Xander Zayas stepping up against Jaron Boots Ennis? Forget it. Boxing's biggest names are completely split on this fight, with some calling it a career-defining moment and others. Well, they're saying Stevenson is walking straight into a trap. This isn't just a fight, it's a crossroads.
At the same time, I don't think that fight should be held in New York because of the commission there, they stop fights just too quickly, you know. Not just the Fondor fights in the past few years, they stop them too fast. And guys, that caliber fighters, both of them guys are good. Anybody can get rocked or stumble at any given time. And I don't think it's right for the referee to jump in there and stop it. Both of those guys are great, man. You know? Anything can happen in boxing, and you don't jump in and stop because somebody stumbled, you know? Nah, it's too risky to fight them in New York.
So you feel like Vegas probably would have been a better spot?
Yeah, anywhere but New York, man. You know?
Damn, so if something like that happens, they're going to look at this clip for sure.
They don't get a chance to show they...
Shakur Stevenson, one of the pound-for-pound best, just dropped a bombshell on the Zayas versus Ennis debate. He respects Xander's heart, calling him a hell of a young fighter, even tweeting that we need more like him. But for Boots, Shakur's blunt. He's the hardest fighter to deal with at that weight, in my opinion.
I think he can get better. I think he's getting better. I don't think he's staying in one spot. I definitely think he's getting better. I don't think he's not staying in the same spot. You can tell he's getting better. He's trying to learn the craft. He's trying to get skills. So
That's not just praise. It's a massive reality check. Stevenson even warned Boots not to get too reckless chasing the knockout, suggesting Zayas isn't just another easy target. He believes Zayas is improving rapidly, getting better with every single fight.
Zayas, he always 100% correct with his assessment. Oh, he be on point. He be telling me in the fighter meetings when I used to call his fights. He tell me exactly what he gonna do, and he go in there and he does it. You know, I seen that damn interview he just did, and he talk about all the mistakes and weaknesses and flaws and shit that Boots be making. Yeah, he see the same shit I see.
But here's where it gets absolutely wild. Eddie Hearn, the promoter king, says forget about age. He's stressing that youth doesn't define ability in the ring, and he refuses to doubt any boxer based on their birth certificate. For him, skill, mindset, and preparation are what truly matter.
Hold on there. Hold on now, Xander. Shorty nice. He nice. He nice. I would hate for it to be an upset. I'm going with Boots. I'm going with Boots. Wow.
Coach Kenny Ellis, Zayas' corner, completely backs that up. He's pushing back hard on all the doubts, pointing out that Zayas, at just 23, has already been in the game long enough to take these kinds of risks. History, he reminds us, is full of young fighters who rose to the moment.
And I feel like with this fight, he gonna punch in numbers, he gonna throw combinations, and Boots can't be in that motherfucker trying to do some pretty shit, because Shorty can pop too.
Now listen to this part. Zayas doesn't even want this fight in New York. Why? Because, in his view, the New York Commission tends to stop fights too early, potentially robbing both fighters of a fair chance to show their full ability. That's a huge claim about fight integrity.
Boots, why? He got more of his man strength now. Not only do he got more of his man strength, he's learning himself better. He still got kinks that I see. I don't think nobody else see it, but I see it. I feel like his raw talent can compensate for that. You know what I mean? He ambidextrous.
His athletic ability.
Yeah. Ambidextrous. He can go from left to righty. And I feel like his natural skill, athleticism wise, he'd be able to pay up for his little ups. Now the thing is, he still got a little growing to do.
23 years old.
Yeah, he still got a little growing to do. You know what I mean? I feel like he the type that he'd get touched with some stuff and get emotional, and then try to like just trade. Like, okay, come on, kid, come on. Okay, go ahead and be on, kid. You're gonna be looking at lights, playing. All that work you did in the gym, you done gave it away because you think you got big corners. Okay, it's not about that. It's about being smart when you need to be smart. Boots gonna put that antidote on his little ass, and he gonna be mad, he gonna be sad. But I feel like the type of guy he is, genuine, the way he is, I feel like the sportsmanship is still going on show. He gonna be like, all right, good fight. You know what I mean? But he got a chance.
But Tim Bradley sees something else entirely. He says Zayas is confident for a reason, believing he's already spotted the flaws in Jaron Ennis. Bradley claims Zayas has studied Boots closely, identifying openings, especially in exchanges and defensive habits. He's not just talking, he's seeing real opportunities.
Let me finish. He's fighting for 2-time world champion already. What if he go for the third one and he gets beat? Then he misses a big money fight with Boots instead of going on and taking this fight. You understand me? So it's like so many times we get cheated out of fights because guys try to wait till the fight simmers or gets to where it needs to be. Then they'll wait till they think one guy's ready. No, if you're a 2-time world champion across the board already, you're ready. If you're not ready, you shouldn't have got them. You shouldn't have got them 2 titles if you weren't ready. So if you got 2 titles, I want to hear that you're not ready. You better be ready.
Gary Russell Jr., another elite-level fighter, takes that danger seriously. He believes Xander Zayas brings real heat to Ennis because of his ability to throw sharp, high-volume combinations and carry genuine punching power. This isn't just a volume puncher. He can put you out.
Yeah, Javier, remember, Javier was the first one to beat damn Teofimo Lopez. Yeah, with Cambosis. Think about that. He beat Teofimo Lopez with Cambosis. Yeah, Javier, trainer. Oh, hey, that man got an eye. He got some great damn eyes. Xander Zayas got one of the best teams. One of the best teams in boxing. Yep. And they come ready. So if he already talking about them weaknesses, he make a whole lot of mistakes, and he was just cheesing like, ooh, yeah, that's what, oh, everybody's high on Boots. Oh, they got a lot of clout around you, Boots. Oh, you got hype all around you. Man, you got all this hype around you. Yeah, shit, got me even hyped up. Cause I see how special you can be, but you need to tighten. I'm telling you, if you don't tighten your shit up, player, oh, you gonna be looking on the other side. You gonna look like a fool too, and then everybody will be.
And get this, Russell warned Boots that he absolutely cannot afford to get flashy or careless in there. One mistake, just one, and Zayas could capitalize and hurt him badly. That's a warning straight from a former world champion about the razor-thin margins at this level.
Well, Zayas, his last fight, he didn't look that good, but I mean, it was just a fight. I think it's going to be a good fight. I think it's going to be a great fight, but I think Boots is going to pull it.
Not
I think Boots is going to pull it too.
I've talked to a couple of people, like let's say Abner Mares and a couple of other fighters. What they keep telling me is that they feel Xander, even though he has a title belt, he has fights under him and everything, his age, he's too young to be in this big of a fight. Somebody, I
think it's too soon for him.
Abner Mares compared it to Vargas versus Trinidad.
Yeah, it could be the same thing. I mean, he's the champion right now. Zayas, he's like right here. He thinks he can beat everyone, and maybe he can.
Remember, he was in the Super Bowl too.
Yeah. But you gotta be smart. You gotta, check another options. Boots is a danger fighter, and
hey, there's a reason why Crawford never wanted to fight him. He's dangerous. He did camp with Canelo. He was keeping up with Canelo, which is.
However, Russell then completely flipped the script, expressing major doubts about Zayas' asterisk readiness for a high-level fight against Boots. He believes the young champion may not yet be mature enough for that kind of pressure, warning that stepping up too soon could lead to serious trouble.
Man, that's a good fight. Respect to both of them,
Yeah.
Respect to both of them.
Tell me, obviously, do you feel like that fight goes the distance? Who do you favor?
I don't think it's gonna go the distance.
He emphasized that while Zayas is talented, maturity in the ring goes beyond skill. It includes composure, decision-making, and handling elite pressure. Russell sees Boots operating on a different level entirely, and any lack of experience from Zayas could be exposed brutally fast.
Unified champion. Yep.
Abdullah
Mason, the youngest champion today. And he got a fight with Joe Cordina. He'll be doing his first title defense with Joe Cordina as well. And I hear it's back home too. I hear that they're going back home with it.
Them both two good fights. I think Boots would beat Xander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me, is this the hardest fight in Boots' career to date?
I don't think so. I think that dude, what was his name? Karen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was his toughest fight.
And you don't think a Xander Zayas can oppose that type of threat to him?
No, I mean, Xander he definitely got the he could fight in great conditioning. I just think his age and the non-experience against who he I think his age and his a little bit of the immaturity in the ring.
But hold up, Roy Jones Jr. completely shuts down critics who say Zayas is too young. He argues that experience matters more than age alone, emphasizing that if a fighter has already captured multiple championships, he has earned the right to face anyone. History, he says, is full of young champions.
Another Puerto Rico versus Mexico, and he don't live in Mexico, but Thunder is Mexican, I believe. So if he wins, that's a Puerto Rico versus Mexico clash again. If Boots wins, everybody gonna want to say, you solved that puzzle, But how you gonna solve?
Timothy Bradley echoed that sentiment, speaking highly of Zayas' biggest advantage, his team. Bradley says Zayas isn't just talented, he's being guided the right way, calling his corner one of the best in boxing for how they've developed his skills and confidence. That structure could be the difference.
To build off of this fight, no matter how it ends, that this...
But then Jose and Nacho Sasato dropped a serious warning. They stressed that Ennis is not just another opponent. He's an elite, high-speed, high-pressure fighter who breaks opponents down quickly once he finds rhythm. They believe Zayas must be careful not to get drawn into exchanges. And in his final prediction, Coach Kenny Ellis leans toward Jaron Boots Ennis. He points to Boots' experience, overall ring IQ, and proven dominance at a higher level. Ellis trusts Boots to stay composed, break down his opponent, and control the fight as it progresses because of that experience gap. Mickey Bay called this a bombshell matchup that has the boxing world buzzing, a true crossroads moment. He says this fight will reveal who is truly ready for superstardom at 154 pounds, with no easy path for either fighter. This isn't just a fight, it's a statement about the future of the division. So there you have it. The boxing world is divided, with legends and top analysts split right down the middle on whether Zayas is ready or if Boots is simply on another level.